This is RE-NOROK1, one of the most long-awaited reworks in the entire game, and it is 100% worth the wait. Alex did an incredible job. Today I will be explaining everything and showcasing how it all works, starting with the equip and unequip animation, which look amazing, super clean, and just kind of adorable. I love how jolly Noro looks now. Before we go over any of the moves, let's read the passives. Versatile monster. 2 modes. Slim and thick. Slim mode is a lot more aggressive and bloodthirsty for lifesteal. Thick mode is a lot more defensive and self-healing. Massive blob. Due to sheer mass, it cannot jump nor dash. Abnormal cockroach flesh. Non-true damage that you receive is reduced the further the enemy is away from you. Reduced by 0.167% damage per stud away. Up to 300 studs, capped at 50%. So that means no more getting sniped by Taki C's if you're using Noro. You will take pretty much no relevant damage. Next, we have 2 moves that are actually used multiple times in the kit. First is Hungry Strike. Strike ahead using the 2 most forward tendril mouths in a mid-range distance. This attack can be turned quickly but not completely spinnable, with a hitbox that follows the mouths. Next is Impatient Hunger. After a 0.3 second windup, stretch all tendril mouths a long range ahead, grabbing targets, then pulling them towards yourself. This attack can be turned very slightly, with a hitbox that follows the mouths. This move ignores anti-grab due to the sheer size and linear style of the grab. And now we will move on to the Slim mode. This mode is susceptible to grabs but has a 50% speed increase and a 20% damage reduction. Slim Special Block. This replaces your block. After a 0.3 second windup, to begin the traversal, propel yourself forward, becoming untargetable and licking targets you pass through. This does not deal damage. You're also able to use this 2 times before it goes on cooldown. On top of this, if a target is bleeding from, for example, the E move, when you run over them, you'll lick them and heal 10%. Slim Attack. A repeatable basic bite attack using a different tendril each use. Then the Slim Spec 1, we've already gone over this, it just uses the Hungry Strike. Slim Spec 2. After a 0.2 second windup, this ability has 3 variations. Neutral, left, and right. This is triggered with your movement directions. Neutral is forwards, backwards, or no movement direction. Neutral just uses Impatient Hunger, which we've already seen. Holding left or right will swing 2 tendril mouths, lunging in the direction used. And these both have separate cooldowns. Very short cooldowns as well. So you can use your R in 3 different ways. But if you do use the neutral R, you cannot use the other ones until the cooldown is back up. Slim Spec 3. After a 0.5 second windup to plant all tendril mouths and lift yourself up. Lunge a long distance, biting enemies directly and dragging them with you. And finally, we have the Slim Special Bonus, which has 2 variations, tapped and held. If it's tapped, it will switch to the thick mode, and vice versa. However, if it is held down after a 0.2 second windup, launch up into the air, becoming untargetable and flailing wildly, damaging all enemies. This has got to be the goofiest move I've ever seen in this game, and I absolutely love it. It is amazing. And of course, next, we have the thick mode. This mode is immune to grabs and has 25% damage reduction, as opposed to the previous 20%. This mode closely resembles the pre-rework version of NOROK1. Thick Special Block. After a 0.2 second windup, roar and register enemies nearby. After a 0.2 second interruptible delay, reinforce yourself from 25% damage reduction to 50% damage reduction. The duration of the buff is variable, increasing per enemy nearby. Exiting thick mode will remove the damage buff early. The duration is 4 seconds, plus 4 seconds per enemy nearby. Next, we have the Thick Attack. After a 0.3 second windup, swing all tendril mouths up, knocking enemies upward. And the Thick Spec 1, again will use Hungry Strike. Thick Special 2. After a 0.2 second windup, this ability has 2 variations, tapped and held. Tapped will use Impatient Hunger. However, if it is held, after an additional 0.2 seconds of windup, that creates an indicator, Send out additional tendril mouths that bite targets, stunning them. If the enemy is grabbable, then the tendril mouths will pull the enemy in. Then we have Thick Spec 3. This is a press and hold ability that ejects RC mass outward, leaving a blob on the floor that may be collected to self-heal. This can be released early or held for a maximum of 0.8 seconds. If held to the 0.8 seconds, it will knock targets back and drop an extra blob. And each blob will self-heal 7.5% of your max health. And finally, we have the Thick Special bonus, with 2 variations, tapped and held. Of course, we already know, tapping it will switch back to the Slim mode. However, if held down, similar to the Thin Special bonus, after a 0.2 second windup, lunge into the air, becoming untargetable and soaring through the air. Upon contact with the surface, violently explode RC mass outwards. This will also knock back targets upwards over 0.4 seconds. This move is also aimed with your camera, so you can turn it around and land on the same spot you started from. One cool little tech I found with it is if you stand right up against a wall and use it, you actually float up a pretty big distance. And as you can see, using this ability outside lets you leap up entire buildings, which is just crazy. If you try to use it on some of the bigger buildings, you'd see that you can't quite make it up, but if you do this little tech I found, you can bounce up and get up anyway. And for the last thing we have to talk about this kit, the eating animation is absolutely hilarious. He just licks them up and eats them. Oh, it's amazing. And before I head into a public server and mess around for a bit, let's check out some possible combos. Some things I've learned is, obviously, the R is quite a good combo starter, with insane reach that you can then extend into E or F. As for how true it is to connect these moves, I'm not sure. But you can stack these all together. And then somewhere in between here, I like to use the leap to heal mid-combo. And it also kind of throws off the enemy, because they're expecting a move and they're going to be blocking. If I do this, and then use a move, it makes my combo last even longer, and I've healed 10% of my HP. And then for the thick mode, this combo gets even crazier. Now, obviously for Jiro, we can't use the R, or we can't use the held R, which is a lot easier to land. We'll use the regular one, click, E, and F. One thing that I've struggled with is, intuitively, it would seem like you'd hold the button to do this, and you would just tap it to do the AoE. So I've had it flipped the whole time. But we could still do this for the stun, then click EF. And then, let's pretend the Jira is any sort of ranged weapon and they're running away. Well, this ain't old Noro. You can fly! You can fly and then start a combo and demolish them in seconds. Assuming you land your moves and they don't escape, of course. And that should be it for the showcase. Let's move to the public server. It has actually been Noro hell doing anything in this game in the past day. Everywhere you look, there's a Noro. Everyone's got Noro. Like, why didn't Alex keep it at 1 billion yen? Come on, fight back. What's all that about? Boom! What's up? You fighting me too? Alright. That's fine by me. Come on. Oh, Ixa. I like the new sounds. It fits very well. Come on. Ow! Ow! Shoot! Bro hit me with every move in the book. Oh, now you're gonna try to attack me? What's that about? What was that sound? Is bro on the mic? It's definitely been a bit of a struggle to get used to the kit. Run at him. Don't fall off. That would be bad. That would in fact result in me dying. Oh, wrong mode. Shoot, that's why I couldn't do it. All right, you're not gonna be fought if you're doing that. Oh, wrong mode. Up the regen? Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you if you're gonna run all the way down the straightaway and use your Arda. Like, pick one advantage you want, not both. Alright, nice. Ixa has always been a weapon I really disliked fighting. With Noro, it's been honestly kind of fun. But if it's gonna be some dude using Arda and running away, no. Playing passive is one thing, which is 100% valid, especially against some melee monster like this. Like, you expect to play aggressive against this thing? Dang. Or might be top one runner. He doesn't even understand it. What can I hit him? Oh, you're gonna run now? I am going to try a really glassy build against Gyakusatsu and see if I can tank her. Now I've got an auto clicker because I want to click as fast as possible. Lag? Let's see. Oh, she's... Wait! It's insane! It's instantly healed because of the lifesteal. That's so broken. So I deal more damage, so I heal more. And and then I have less health. So healing back to full HP takes 0 seconds. Obviously I have less health, but I still have a lot of health. Is it 40 or 60 now? Let's see. 100%. 40 hearts. Nice. Gyakusatsu killed in... I'm not gonna say record time because that's not true, but extremely quickly. And with absolutely no effort. Hinami. Hinami is actually the one weapon I found that really counters Noro. Assuming this guy's capable of using it. Dead. What about 2DD Tutar? How to run? Get back here. He's got too much ping to notice. He really wants to kill Edo. Edo K3! Easiest fight of my life! I don't specifically want to fight someone hard, but... Whoa! Top 10 lag boost. SS rated. Low level. Hob. Don't you know you can fight back? Wow. Yamari. Holy crap. What? Loser activity, loser activity. Bro wants nothing to do with me. You getting it? Nice colors though. I love the white and yellow. Licky. Yamori. Underleveled Yamori. Oh yeah, first person gaming. And that is the end of today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I do want to talk briefly about why it's been nearly a year since I've uploaded, and the reason for the infrequent uploads before that as well. Mostly due to lack of motivation to continue creating videos. That combined with, I've just really gotten bored of Ro-Ghoul in the past couple of years. But recently with Ro-Ghoul getting back up to, at minimum, like 3,500 players, peaking at like 5,000 or 6,000. There's so many more public servers, so much more going on. It makes things just feel way more alive. And then of course, RE-NORO is just such an amazingly fun kit. So, whether it's temporary or not, I will possibly be doing more videos regarding Noro and other things Ro-Ghoul related. And yeah, we'll see. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching again. I'll see you all later. Peace.